Hello, welcome back. This is Kenshin1913.
I'm Ghosty Films.
We are Let's Playing Hexen. In the last episode, Dan put all 6 anal beads in the thing, and now we've opened up the gate to Pleasure Town.
And now I'm walking a little bit funny, too.
Yeah.
I think I just saved it, but I'm
Because he
saving it.
can't crap right for a week, right, Dan?
Right. Let's go to a different place, because I think I did everything I can do here for now.
Why? What do you have to do, Dan? What's the next thing on the objective?
I have to open up these bars.
Yeah.
And that and those bars.
And then do what?
And then go do what's on the other side, I guess.
This game takes forever, huh?
Well, it's kind of like a puzzle fighting game.
It's not a puzzle at all, I don't think.
Here's what I'm going to do.
Is it? There you go. That's what I like to see. Bring out the big guns. See, I emphasized guns. I emphasized it.
Nice, I love emphasis.
Yeah, because I was like, guns.
Oh, crap.
Because just like another game that we played that starts with the ends with an M and in the middle.
Ooh! Ooh! Just like Robert Plant would do.
Yeah, but he would be like, I love you, right?
No, I would be like, I love him.
Oh, yeah. No, but no, he doesn't he sing that?
Maybe.
There's only one Doors song that I like, man.
Pete, that's not the Doors.
I know, it's Led Zeppelin. There's only one that Led Zeppelin song that I like.
Which one is it? Is it
It's that one where...
Kashmir?
No, when he gets on a plane. And he never sees his friends again or something like that.
Never tell you that they're all the same.
Yeah, that one.
Going to California, Pete.
Yeah. Well, I'm not, but that's the name of the song. See how I made it like I knew his name?
Seems like a lot of my friends hate Led Zeppelin, even though I love Led Zeppelin. Like, I used to work at a music store, and I used to play Led Zeppelin all the time, and everybody was like, oh, I fucking hate Led Zeppelin. You listen to it all the time.
Yeah, maybe that's why they hate you.
Maybe. Maybe I shouldn't even call them friends, because they all hate my guts. I'd just show up at their houses, and they're like, oh, what the fuck is this guy here for? And I'd be like, hey, guys!
Yeah, you know.
And they'd be like, Dan, you gotta go home. And like, I wouldn't go.
Yeah.
And finally, they'd talk me into leaving, and I'd be like, I'll see you guys later.
Yeah.
And then they'd be like, no, you won't. And then I just show up the next day. I don't, and like, you know, I don't think they knew that they wanted to be my friend, but they did.
You died.
That's right, I did die. Oh, I need to get the hell out of here. It's the police.
No, but I wouldn't say that I hate Led Zeppelin. I just don't really have an opinion one way or the other. But I do hate them, just the fact that you love them so much, because it's really funny to do that. That's fun. So you're saying, alright, your friend Brian, alright, he loves chocolate cake, alright? Loves chocolate cake.
Okay, I'm just gonna go with you on this one.
Loves it to death, and you're like, man, he doesn't stop talking about it. And like, whenever we're talking about like desserts or whatever, you casually bring up chocolate cake, or whenever you're talking about something that reminds him of chocolate cake, you talk about it, and then you're like, man, I like chocolate cake, or maybe I don't have an opinion of chocolate cake. But you know what? When this guy's around, I fucking hate chocolate cake. You know what I mean? Even though they don't really hate chocolate cake. Because I think chocolate cake's delicious.
Yeah.
And your friend Brian's right, it is good.
Speaking of cake, what's your favorite kind of cake, Pete?
Yeah, my favorite kind of cake throughout the years, alright, I'm not gonna lie, it used to be ice cream cake. But a few years ago, I ate a cake that was so good that it beat ice cream cake out of the water. And that cake was Trey's leche cake.
I knew you were gonna say that.
I fucking love Trey's leche cake.
I've never had it.
It is goddamn delicious.
You know what my favorite kind of cake is, Pete?
Ice cream cake?
Rum cake, I think.
Rum cake, huh, Dan?
Yeah.
Where you get rum and butter and put it together and then you eat it?
Oh, I think it's more complicated than that. I
Yeah.
think there's like flour and sugar.
Yeah.
Maybe some, I don't know, other things.
Yeah. What else is in rum cake, Dan, besides rum and cake? Isn't there like they're like, isn't there a nut in there or something?
Yeah, usually there are walnuts on it or something.
Yeah.
Look, Pete, I think... Oh, wait, I did die in the last 5 minutes. I was going to say, look, I went 5 minutes without dying, but I just died.
Yeah, you did, Dan.
Damn it.
I think you did, like, the first 5 minutes of the episode. Like, this episode's been going on for 5 minutes. I'm pretty sure you died sometime between now and the beginning of the episode.
I hate to keep bringing up Star Wars, but when I'm fighting those guys with the shield, sometimes it reminds me of that scene in Empire Strikes Back where Han Solo was shooting at Darth Vader and Darth Vader just blocked them with his hand.
Yeah, well, Darth Vader's the man.
Yep.
Alright? Why don't you just... You know what, Dan? That's like trying to fight Darth Vader with a dildo. Alright? It's not gonna work.
I guess so.
You know what? He might be confused for like 10 seconds.
Maybe.
Like, he would see you, you would have nothing, and then you would whip out a dildo.
Why a dildo? Why not like a spoon?
Because dildo's funny. You think
I thought you were trying to keep this clean for your 8-year-old cousin.
Listen, you think they use dildos in Star Wars, alright? That's fucking weird, alright?
I didn't say that you did.
They have gone past.
Pete, I didn't say that you did. I was like trying to make it clean for
No, Dan, don't worry about it.
cousin.
Don't worry about it.
And here you are talking about anal beads and dildos.
He is not watching this stuff, I assure you.
What about Thomas Stout 25's 8-year-old cousin?
Thomas Stout 25's 8-year-old cousin can bite. No offense to Thomas Stout.
What about W Balls 03's 8-year-old cousin?
You know what? I'm sure Steve can tell him what's going on with what we talked about.
You can have a heart-to-heart talk
Yeah,
with
he's
him.
like, listen, alright, dildo's a thing that you shove up your boob, to stimulate your boob, to go boop, like that, you know?
Yeah.
But anyways, Dan, you know, you're in a galaxy far, far away, alright? If they still use dildos, Dan...
Yeah, I imagine they'd have some futuristic butt sex toy.
Yeah, so if he just pulls out a dildo, and Darth Vader just kind of like looks at you, like, he doesn't even look at you. Like, in the mask, he's just thinking, oh, God. And then he just fucking kills you or whatever he does. Maybe he just feels so much pity on you, like, it's like, I'm not even gonna bother. Like, this isn't even worth me using my force to kill you. You ever think about that?
I haven't really thought about dildos and Darth Vader very much, I must be honest, Steve.
Yeah. Like, you just hear him go, oh,
sorry.
Yeah, you just hear. It's not even like him breathing. He's just sad. And he's like, I hope to God that my children are as retarded as you. And then he meets Luke and he's like, thank God.
Thank God you're a whiny little bitch and not a dildo fighter.
Well, you know, he wasn't whiny if you think about it. I mean, he had dad issues. He's like, who's my daddy? Who's my daddy? And then Darth's like, I'm your daddy. He's like, no!
That's impossible! That's not true!
Yeah, but then he's like, yeah, it is. And then he said, I begged your mom. No!
Whoa. That's pretty rough.
Yeah. Can you
A half-man, half-robot guy.
Yeah, when he used to be
Did
whole.
my... Whoa.
When he used to be whole, he would just bang away at that lady. You just plow into her. Like, they didn't have enough. You know what, in that movie, you know what was missing out of the first 3 Star Wars, the new trilogy? Banging.
You know what? Darth Vader, he's kind of a bad mother effer. He's like a pimp.
Yeah,
He's got his pimp cape. I can just imagine, like, if a bitch tried to sass Darth Vader, and he's like, does Darth Vader have to choke a bitch? And he does that hand-raising thing, and then the bitch just, like, starts choking.
She starts getting choked. He would be a fucking amazing pimp.
Yeah. She just, like reach for her throat and then just lift up off the ground like a foot.
I would love to see Darth Vader choke a bitch out. Man, I would pay money to see that.
Yeah.
But no, seriously, the new trilogy totally needs more banging.
Yeah.
I think they need like Anakin just plowing away at
Like this is the scene where Luke Skywalker was conceived.
Yeah, I want this to be a powerful scene. I want you to just
like, you know what? Do you remember in the Phantom Menace when they would take every fucking thing and make it seem like it was this grand historical moment? Like they were like, oh, Anakin Skywalker, meet Obi-Wan Kenobi, and there was like this awkward like pause, like as if to say, this is a historical moment in the Star Wars universe. Wink. And it was just so awkward and cheesy.
Yeah.
Like they needed a love-making scene for Luke Skywalker. Like this is a scene where Luke Skywalker is being conceived.
Aren't they
Wink.
twins? Aren't they twins?
Yeah.
Yeah, they should have had something where it's like, and like it's R2-D2 just playing that, because isn't he like the little thing?
Yeah.
And he puts out his little thing and he's like a radio and he's like,
Beep, boop, boop, boop,
and then
boop,
just plowing
wink.
away. I think, and they're just plowing away. And I think I'm just saying that to have an excuse to see Natalie Portman sort of kind of naked.
Yeah,
but
well,
come on, man, that would have been the best. Wouldn't it have been?
Maybe. I mean, she was such a poor, lifeless actor. I mean, imagine like her throes of passion would be kind of lifeless and.
Yeah, she could be like,
oh yes,
I love
oh
you,
yes,
Anakin.
oh yes.
I love you, Padme. Oh,
They'd both be like,
and they both say Glaven at the same time. That's
they'd both be like speaking to each other in like these lifeless monotone, like, you know what I'm saying.
I love you.
Oh yeah, oh yeah, give it to me.
Oh Sheila, who's Sheila?
Who is Sheila?
Who is Sheila?
Even their questioning of each other's loyalty is like lifeless and
I wonder
uninteresting.
if you know what they should do? They should redo the movie but just use those robot voices when they're talking. Like, you know how in Microsoft they have like it's like Microsoft Sam or whatever, and you can type in what you want to say and it'll say it.
Yeah.
They should do that for the script between Anakin and what's her name?
Padme.
Yeah.
Or Queen Amidala.
Listen, I like Natalie. I like her as an actress.
Yeah.
I just think she did.
I think the only thing I've ever seen her in was that Star Wars movie.
Well,
and
you gotta check her out and other stuff. She's good. I like her. I like to see her nude, but that's besides.
I saved it like for the 80th time in this moment.
Yeah. So they should totally have a lot more banging. Like a lot. Now that Star Wars, too bad Star Wars didn't get bought out by like a huge porn industry. Wouldn't that have been better?
Yeah, it
I
would have
think
been
that
better.
would have been pretty awesome. Like the only porn industry I can think of, like a huge.
Whoa! What just happened?
A huge porn thing I can think of is Vivid. All right. Oh, you turn them into a pig.
Yeah, but I meant to click something else, and I always click the next thing in line.
Yeah.
But yeah, if Star Wars did
be bought out by a huge pornography thing, that would have been the best. And then finally,
like Luke Skywalker would be a big bosomed young woman, and then Obi-Wan Kenobi would show up at their farm. He'd like, hey, I heard these moisture evaporators are on the fritz.
Yeah.
And then they'd start making love on top of the moisture evaporators.
Yeah, they
and then
would
like
show,
these
like Luke and Leia's aunt and uncle just bang or something.
Yeah, and like the Jawas would come in like trying to sell droids.
Would bang.
They would start banging.
Yeah, the Jawas would bang.
And then R2 would break out his little tool that he
robot
uses.
Thing, yeah,
like,
yeah.
Beep, boop, 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 boop. And then and that would that's what he would do.
No. To make it fair, the R2-D2s of the world, they have to be the soundtrack machines to all the banging that's going on in Star Wars.
Well, they can do both. They can have more than one job.
About it, there wasn't a lot of banging in Star Wars if you really think about it. Like. Because supposedly, I read this statistic, it's more than likely wrong, but supposedly like over 100,000 people at any time in the world are doing it.
Yeah.
So it's like, think about this universe, this huge universe of Star Wars. There's got to be millions and millions of creatures doing it, right?
Yeah, I guess so.
And it's like they never explain any of it.
Yeah,
they
do.
never get to the good, juicy details. Like, I don't care about Jedi fights. I want to hear about Jedi doing it.
Yeah. You know what I've always thought was kind of weird? Like, Spock was half Vulcan and half human. And it's like these two people were born on completely different like their parents were born completely on different planets, and somehow they were able to make love and have a child with green blood who's part human and part Vulcan. Like that to me, like what are the chances that their genetics would match up? Like a tiger and a lion can't have a baby without it being sterile and being, you know, unable to conceive. And like these two organisms that evolved on two completely different planets but happen to look exactly the same, except for the fact that one has green blood, and they produce a viable offspring that can...
See, Dan, I think you're thinking way too into it. I think
these are legitimate questions, Pete.
No, I think you're thinking way too into it, Dan.
I think sometimes I come up with legitimate questions that are just too... They're just too... Whoa, what just happened? I poisoned myself. But they're just too... I don't know. They're outside of what people think of. Like my centaur. Like how many hearts does a centaur have? Like I think I was the first.
It's a big heart.
Maybe. But these centaurs don't look like they're very loving.
Yeah.
They look like they're kind of hateful and resentful of me.
Yeah, they are, Dan.
But yeah.
No, I think.
So you think instead of talking about what their offspring, you think there should be more emphasis on the love-making aspect of Vulcans and people?
Yeah. Who wants to listen to? Who's gonna go on? Who wants to listen on genetics and DNA and how?
Fair enough.
How people can't do. All right, man. What about if a frog really loves a fucking toad? Can't they bang? Right?
I don't know.
Sure, they don't have kids, but they still love each other, Dan.
I guess so.
There's love there in the banging, all right? It's not just oh, let's bang. There's love afterwards, Dan.
Fair enough.
All right.
But don't you think that
Spock's parents probably loved him. That's why they exiled him to wherever. I don't know Star Trek, so I'm not gonna say anything else. But I think that you'd have to ask Stan Lee about what was going on with that.
I guess so.
Because you know what, the Thing could probably bang the Hulk, and would they come out with some weird creep baby?
I think so. Why can't I run fast?
Would it be a weird creep baby? I don't know. Like, and how does Superman have 6 babies? All right, if he can shoot his super load in the lowest lane or whatever he does. You know what I mean?
Yeah, I guess.
With his shot, you know what I mean? Her uterus would explode.
I know, it would just go right through her.
Yeah.
It'd go one end and right out the other.
Right out her spine, and it's like, man, you just killed the love of your life because you had to, you know.
You couldn't keep it in your pants.
1/9 of the puzzle has been solved? You're talking about 9 pieces?
Whoa, what is happening to me?
You got F'd in the A right there, Dan.
Well, I think I solved some of them already.
Oh, okay. Maybe I just wasn't paying attention. Dear God, if you gotta do that, all that.
You know what? Let's do this. Ghost gun!
You don't even stay to see the corners.
What's shooting at me, Pete?
I don't care. You stand there and take it like a man.
Alright.
Alright, Dan, so think about that, alright? Superman and Lois Lane bang, and Superman's a totally different dude. You know, he uses his son as I don't know, what the fuck does he do? I don't even know what his thing is.
Superman?
I just know he's like a humanoid.
He's just the most unimaginative superhero ever.
Yeah, because he doesn't have a penis.
No, he does. I think he does have a penis.
They showed it in one of the cartoons?
They did?
I don't know. That's what I'm asking you.
Well, he made, in the last Superman movie, he made love and had a baby.
Yeah, there you go, Dan.
Had a son who could throw pianos around.
Yeah, I remember that. Anyways, we're going to have to stop here and continue talking about superheroes and fictional things doing each other in the next episode.
Yeah.
Bye-bye.